Welcome everybody here. I start the session in seconds, just dropping a message. And I think before we start this session, would love to say there was a good one. This mock was a good one, and I think we learned a lot of things. Especially, once again, would love to highlight avoided those silly mistakes. If we did, we got a good score. If we didn't, then the score should have been down quite a lot. I start in seconds. Let's start the session. I welcome all of you present out here. I'm sorry for the delay caused. It was live in the previous session, because of which a little delay is here. Okay, let's start the session. Welcome everybody here. Welcome from my side, Avijit, Muskan, Radha Radhe, Wrinkle, Nancy, Komesh, Rahul, Rishi, Prakta, Shyam, Manjula, Kajal, Bubbly, and all of you here. Let's start the session. The first one, the synonym of the word pesky. Pesky is actually a derivative of pest, and you better know what pests do. They are harmful, for sure. So a synonym will be harmful in something such. I got keen, which is interested. No. Lame, something which is not at all related in that way. Amusing, entertaining, not at all. Just one negative word here is irritating. That should be the correction. Welcome everybody here. Suman, Nancy, Isha, Palak Harar Mahadev. May Lord Mahadev bless all of us. No problems to anyone. Yep, pesticides we better know. So that's the meaning of pesty. She said, I didn't expect to see you yesterday. Past indefinite should be past perfect. Past perfect here, not here actually. Present perfect hasn't, hadn't, fine. No past perfect. Just one sentence with past perfect. Welcome, Icha. And of course, yesterday becoming previous day is a better choice. Say turpitude, if you say, is actually wickedness. It's actually a sinister. Is actually depraved. That's the meaning of the word. Characterless, if you say. Immoral, if you say. Of bad character, if I say. Let me have some better clarity from my side. No problem. Is that okay? Because if I zoom it further, RCs won't be visible. Close tests won't be visible. I repeat, turpitude is actually depraved, of no character, of bad character, immoral and such. Bad one, you better know. So depraved is the meaning. Wicked is the meaning. They are the synonyms. Evil will be a synonymous one. Just virtue, character, your dignity will be the only antonym highlighted here. Okay. Reading the RC, they were easy. All the RCs, in my opinion, were quite easy. You just need to pay attention. The date will be marked into the history of Northeast India, particularly the documented heritage of the region, in a remarkable way. On this date, few days ago, Chief Minister renamed this district to Sri Bhumi to honor the legacy of Rabindranath Tagore. This change highlights the district importance as a confluence of all that is Sri. That means aesthetically evolved and culturally rich. That's a welcome amendment and should be examined through the lens of what someone described in this. He marked how change unfolds across disciplines, noting that communities often operate within an accepted paradigm. People who have been in my classes, I keep on mentioning paradigm shift and paradigm shift and paradigm shift until accumulating evidence challenges it. Yes, triggering a crisis. As somebody elaborates, such crises lead to the emergence of new paradigms that resolve the conflict and restore the stability. That's why he changed the name, I think. In a similar manner, someone's renaming symbolizes a paradigm shift. You have the same word here. Comment from your side, Rahul. I'm not getting or going at a faster pace, but that's the All India Live mock. That was live on Saturday and Sunday, and all of you were supposed to appear in that. That is free. I request all of you to appear in this. Now, this is just the explanation video. I'm sorry, I cannot give time to answer to all of you. You just need to, what should I say, confirm your answers here. Yashwanti, Radhe Radhe, welcome. So that's why the pace is, but you can cope up. I think so. Okay. So that shows a paradigm shift, liberating the region from its colonial past and realigning it with the cultural essence. Historically, Sri Bhumi was part of this district before partition and held a prominent position in trade, transport, migration. Geographically, it is situated on the southernmost part of Assam, sharing borders with Bangladesh, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, making it a unique hub of cultural integration. As an epicenter of bamboo crafts, folk music, and a strong Vaishnavite Bhakti tradition, Sri Bhumi has the potential to become a cultural beacon. Its aesthetic sensibilities, idealistic outlook, and inspirational spirit deserve to be systematically championed by both state and the central governments. Highlighting its civilizational identity can foster greater awareness among the broader Indian community. The government should also consider positioning Sri Bhumi as a cultural bridge within Bharat's diversity, from the Shonbil wetlands to the banks of this, from this to that. It offers profound cultural tapestry. Its integration into Bharat's cultural narrative can provide rich, diverse experiences to a global audience. Okay. Har Har Mahadev, Pradeep, welcome, brother. Which of the following is not mentioned as a cultural hallmark of Sri Bhumi? Bamboo crafts, I think they were here. Quite recently, I came across them. Yes, here. As an epicenter of bamboo crafts? No. Folk music? No. Vaishnavite Bhakti? No. So just this Buddhist monasteries must be the answer. Next is, in the passage, the word paradigm means paradigm shift, example shift, something remarkable, and that way. Historical event? No. Decorative element? Not at all. Sudden collapse? That's not a negative word. But the model, the framework, the way people perform actions, run a government, execute a business, and such and such. So the only positive option here, in case you know the meaning of the word paradigm, you can. I keep on mentioning in my classes. Ruchi, Radhe Radhe, welcome from my side. Renaming of the district to this aims to, okay, that should have been here. Renaming of the district, this to honor the legacy of Rabindranath Tagore. And it also highlights the importance as a confluence of all that is Sri, aesthetically evolved and culturally rich. So, foster economic development in the region? No. Highlight its colonial history? No. Reclaim the cultural essence and the legacy? First of all, they are saying evolving and culturally rich. Apart from that, they are mentioning all the cultural significances here. That Bhakti, Vaishnav, and such should be the answer. Not boosting any tourism. Radhe Radhe, Muskan. No tourism and such. Okay. Next. Sri Bhumi shares the boundaries with all the states, all the countries except, yep, I remember Mizoram, Meghalaya was marked here. Bangladesh, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Bangladesh there, drop it, except. Tripura there, yes. Manipur, no, should be the answer. And in the same fashion, okay, done. James said that he could create an artistic painting of anyone. I can create an artistic painting of anyone. Could will become can because the sentence belongs to past. So I can create, he could create. Could, no. Will should have been would, may should have been would. So just one sentence with the present tone, can create this or that. 10 questions in less than 10 minutes? Yes. The community admired the priest for the virtuous virtue. You had a couple of questions ago here. And righteous sermons that promoted love, compassion, and forgiveness. But you have to mark the antonym of virtuous and righteous. Can I say the same? Wicked, depraved, evil, sinister, and such. So there should be some negative word here. If I say radiant, okay, fine. That is extremely happy is a positive word. Upright is the meaning of these words here, the meaning of these words. But we have to mark the antonym. So antonym should be, I think, yes, Yashwanti. And Avijit, iniquitous, which is going to be harmful and such. Not equal. That is equal, first of all, equitous. And not equal is going to be iniquitous, which is going to be not virtuous, not right. Yep. Next, they took time a little. The aviation industry's energy-related CO2 emissions have grown faster than those of rail, road, and shipping in recent decades, according to some international energy agency. I think this is a descriptive statement itself. The aviation industry's energy-related CO2 emissions have grown faster than those of rail, road, shipping, and all these things according to some agency. A should be a descriptive one, and A is only available in just one option. But in tier 2, I will never suggest doing this. If you do, you are at stake. You are at stake. Please go through the options. Please go through the paragraph completely. To understand the potential impact of switching from traditional jet fuel to the hydrogen fuel, I haven't come across the keyword hydrogen fuel so far in aviation. Someone and the colleagues modeled its use for the electrification in regional and short-range turboprop aircraft. No, I just need to have some keywords for hydrogen or the traditional jet fuel. Hydrogen's appeal as a fuel source is that its use produces no CO2 and provides more energy per pound than jet fuel. Now, this sentence can match that one because hydrogen is appealing as a fuel source, and the reason behind that is this. Then we can say switching from traditional fuel because of some CO2 production to hydrogen fuel because it doesn't produce any CO2 production can be a possibility. Welcome, Bishi. To reduce the potential climate impacts of this growth, they are improving aircraft design and operation and also developing low emission fuels such as hydrogen. Now I got the keyword hydrogen, can talk about that. So my flow without looking at the options now is this. A descriptive statement completely. Then yes, that is growing faster. But despite the growth, we have some problems and we should consider the CO2 emissions. Can I say that? Yes, Nancy. Perfect. Yes, Yashwanti, Prayakta, and everybody here. A, D, CB should have been a better choice. A, D, CB flat must be the answer. We are so sure, need not check the answers then. I got this wrong. I don't know, but the keywords marked by them, I think I'm correct. Not because I think I'm correct, not the human ego. No. Let's see. Tuna is the most commercially valuable family of fish in the entire world, and bluefin, typically used in sushi and sashimi, is the most expensive, says someone, the senior director of Oceans Futures team at the Worldwide Fund for Nature, US. A is the most descriptive one, but we have A in two options here. Okay. This high value, I also thought of this. This is the most expensive, and this high value, I think they should be related, has led to overfishing. Yep, that's most commercially valuable. That's the most expensive. So that should lead to overfishing with the global demand, huge global demand for sushi also. I thought of putting AC together, and I'm not wrong to be honest, but we can say we had a better choice. Completely depleting the bluefin stocks, pushing species to the brink of extinction in 2010. B now, because if you consider AC, then B should be there, and B is here. Single bluefin fetches more than a ton of skipjack, the smallest and the most abundant tuna species. And then we have D. But in recent years, the populations have experienced an incredible rebound after countries introduced most fishing quotas and cracked down on illegal fishing. I thought of putting A, C, but you can say haste was waste here. B BCD. But Bluefin is also here. We can't say we got the keyword from B or C or D. You have the Bluefin in A also. Shikha, Radhe Radhe, Vishali. Welcome Divyanshi, most welcome. So I clicked AC because of the high value that I cannot link later. But I think since my answer was wrong, so let's think about this way. This is a better choice, I agree. This is, okay, no, not this one, I'm sorry. Pushing the species to the brink of extinction, but now they have rebound. Can we link? This way. Tuna is the most commercially family of fish in the entire world. A single bluefin fetches more a ton than this and that. This high value altogether, A and B combined, I think, fetches more than this or that. This high value has led to overfishing, with global demand increasing, pushing the species to the brink of extinction. Simran, welcome. But in recent years, populations have increased an incredible rebound after this or this. Next link, Shikha, that I realized is this is talking about some time expression here in 2010, and this is also talking about some time expression here. That was the data in 2010. Extinction, they were almost about to be. But now they have experienced an incredible rebound. So yeah, that should be a better choice. Maybe we can say the huge value. Yep, we can say that. Okay, so the next possible choice starting with A is this. I got this wrong. Thank you, no problem. Next, attention and concentration, please. 6 sentences here. The stifling heat killing is having a detrimental, harmful impact on women's health and productivity, decreasing their work hours and reducing their income. Okay. Conclusion will be that we have to consider, so we can go with the flow, we have to reach here. They say, there must be a plural noun here. Welcome Gunjan, Deepika, Radhe Radhe. They say they can now comfortably spend time indoors during the summer, which is helping to improve their health while allowing them to work and study at home. Can you see the first sentence was negative, but the last sentence is positive? There must be a change in tone here. Stifling heat, having detrimental impact, decreasing your work hours, reducing your income, but now they can comfortably spend time indoors. They are living inside their houses during the summer, helping them improve their health, allowing them to work and work and work. There should be a positive tone. Now, options. But by helping residents paint their roofs with this or that, some companies providing a simple solution. Okay, that's the problem. You are providing a solution, not a bad choice, that keeps the worst of heat from penetrating buildings and lowers the temperature out there. Better choice. I think that's a better choice to start with P here. Okay. They would spread the sack above a fan so it will blow cooler air into the rooms below. Not a bad choice either, but not that appropriate as B. That's a better choice. Can consider Q also. Before she was given the solar reflective paint, Pinky, the sentence is not talking about any specific women. Pinky attended a 2-day training session by this or that. This is casually talking about women's health, nothing specific like Pinky. First of all, I'll eliminate each and every option with R in it. First of all, you should eliminate each and every option with R in it. A, gone. B, gone. C, gone. Can I say that? The only option left is P and S, and of course that is the answer. Common sense is the key. Elimination is the key that I keep on saying always. It is already bringing some relief to the women, children, and the elderly people living in the slums. Now, I think collectively for all these, not only the women, children, and the people out there, we can say they can now comfortably spend time indoors during the summer and such. People from the 9 to 10 batch, Deepika and such. Elderly people, that was taught to you? Elderly people, not the elder people or the older people, elderly people here. Icha, Divyanshi and others, huh? Done. Just one option can help you eliminate each and everything. R must not be there. R. Just one option. Let's go. There was a young knight in the castle named Sir Roland, who was among the most eager to fight for the battle. There was a young knight over here. Okay. He hoped he would be put in the most dangerous place of all. That's the conclusion you have to reach here, so that he could show what knightly stuff he was made of. Okay. He was a splendid warrior with eyes that shone like stars whenever there was anything to do in the way of knightly deeds. I think we can talk about the same knight here. He was a splendid warrior. Can talk about that. And although he was still quite young, but his shield had begun to shine through to show plainly that he had done bravely in some of the fights over there in the forest. Q can also match the flow. This battle, he thought, would be great opportunity of his life. Maybe there, the next one. They were not like those of the other knights, but has been made a great magician who had lived in the castle for many years here. Let's drop S first. No magicians are being discussed here. No magicians are being discussed here. Drop this S first. No and no. Either QR or PQ should be there. That means Q is mandatorily the answer. Q. And though he was still young, you're talking about Q here. He was still young. His shield had begun to shine through this, that. And the next sentence is, he hoped that he would be put in the most dangerous place of all. Then I think you should define he first. P, defining him. He was a splendid warrior and such and such and such. Avijit, absolutely. P, a better choice. Because if we pick Q first, then we can't say R after that, because Q is not defining any battle after which we can say this battle and this and that. QR does not make any choice. Thumbs up. It doesn't make any choice. Q is not defining any battle after which we can say this battle he thought will be the great opportunity of his life. He was just looking through some battle. No specific battle is discussed here. Objections heartily welcome. S, elimination, drop this. Pinky, magician, dropping. And no battle in Q that we can say R. QR, no, but PQ we can say. There was a young knight, he was splendid, and then he was still young, then he hoped he would be put in this or that. Completely talking about the young warrior. Nothing else in between. Objections welcome. Another passage. Someone, Natalie, I think, a meticulous accountant, Liam, a free-spirited musician, and Priya, a tech-savvy gamer, had nothing in common except winning a mysterious getaway vacation from a contest they didn't remember entering. Okay. The prize included all expenses paid trip to the tropical island resort with one twist. They had to share just one villa. First meeting at the airport was quite awkward, to say the least. She checked her watch every 2 minutes. He arrived late, strumming his guitar. She barely looked up from her handheld console. But when the plane landed, the sight of crystalline waters and golden sands thawed the tension. The first day tested their patience. Her detailed itinerary clashed with someone's impromptu ukulele jam session of the guitar. Okay. While she refused to leave the Wi-Fi zone, a storm, look at this, the key of the passage. A storm rolled in that night, knocking out power and forcing the trio to huddle around candles and share stories. By morning, something has shifted. They snorkeled together, laughed over the misadventures, and cheered as she overcame her fear of parasailing. She even abandoned her schedule to watch the sunset with her new friends. By the end of the week, they didn't just leave with souvenirs, but an unshakable bond. Ireland's beauty brought them together, but it was their differences that turned strangers into lifelong friends. As they boarded the plane home, he grinned. I think we just won more than a trip. Okay. What personal change did she undergo during the trip? She probably became more relaxed and abandoned her schedule. I think this is the line straight marked here. She even abandoned her schedule to watch the sunset with her new friends. Yep. Moving ahead. What was the turning point of the story that began to shift the dynamic? I think that was the turning point out there because all of them were doing what they wanted to do, but one night a storm rolled, knocking out power, forcing them to sit together and share the stories. That was the turning point. By morning, something has turned, something has changed, something had shifted. So, a surprise party? No. Discovery of a hidden island? No. A competition between the three of them? No. But the storm that knocked out power, forcing them to spend time together. What tone does the story convey? Heartwarming, cheering, yes. They were not friends. They had opposite ideas and interests, but at the end, they became friends. And that's more than a trip, they said. So I think this is fine. Let's check the other options. Drama, I think no drama played over there. Ironic, nothing negative. Ambivalent, no, 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 no. Heartwarming, cheering, the positive one. The only positive option out there. What does the word impromptu mean in the passage? Impromptu is, we discuss in the classes every single day. Without preparation. Extempore. Impromptu. Without preparation. Well planned? No. Exciting? No. Boring? No. Without planning. I just took 6 seconds to answer because we know this. We discuss on a daily basis almost. Impromptu, extempore, and words such. He tends to fly off the handle when things don't go his way at work. Remember your mother trying to beat you and something she was trying to beat you with just flies off the handle. The handle comes off. She was trying to beat you because she was so angry. Avijit, to become very, very angry. Absolutely. That's the meaning of the idiom. Fly off the handle. I've taught a part of PYQs. That was wrong. I don't know why, just probably because of the more appropriate choice here. The innovative approach to the business management, blank space, a paradigm shift in the industry. Precipitated cannot be there because it shows depletion. Reduction is a negative word. Perpetuated can be there, but it shows lasting forever. Promulgated, fine. Propagated is also fine. Your new approach, innovative approach, blank space, a paradigm shift in the industry. I answered propagated. It remained forever. Yes, Shikha, Gautam, Yashwanti, I did answer the same. And their description says the same, but I didn't have time today. I'll check. No problem. I'll consider their answer. No problem. That is also correct. But the way they are defining precipitate to be deposited in solid form from a solution. Okay. Perpetuate, continue indefinitely. Now, promulgate. Formally announce or make known. Officially put a law or decree into effect. Fine, as per the context out there. But this is also fine. Propagate, spread, promote widely. And in the description, you are saying the same. In the context of the given sentence, his approach is not just causing or spreading a paradigm shift, not just spreading out there. Instead, it is actively promoting a new way of thinking in the industry. Fine. I think a more appropriate option we can say propagate is not wrong. Decree a law. Law is also called a decree. Is also a law that way. So yes, I'll consider, no problem. A better choice. I wasn't wrong, but promulgate is a better choice here. Fine. This is a good example because it sheds light on various blank space of the clothing market. The word facets clearly defines face, but not the face, the actual one, our face and my face, all the aspects, if I say. And that's a good example because it sheds light on various aspects, various spheres of the clothing market. Rills, chasms, and fissures will not define this. They are so close. Let's look at the words. Facets defines the particular aspects, features of something that was required out there, the different aspects, we can say. Fine. When it comes to rills, small streams or brooks. Chasm, the deep fissures, and fissures itself, the opening or the cracks. So nothing negative there, the cracks or the openings and such, but faces, that means the aspects of everything. Happy Monday, Manish. Happy Monday. Good evening, brother. Happy New Year Eve from my side. See you next year. The investigation team decided to blank space the crime scene for further evidence. Look into should have been the best choice. Look into the matter. That means you, Jamaiki Pranzel. Welcome, brother. Look into the matter. That means to investigate. The best choice should have been here, but we don't have the option. Look over is also to examine. So I think the best choice should be look over as per the options available. Yep. Look out is watch out, like, hey, see, there was a piece of stone here. You could have been crumbled and such. So that is better to say look out. No, look over. Look up, respect. Look away. No, need not be that appropriate. Avert your gaze or turn your eyes away from something. Look away. Look up in the dictionary also. Any relation can go blank space when behaviors remain unchanged. Sour, yes. You say that in Hindi also. मिठास नहीं, अब थोड़ा रिश्तों में कड़वाहट आ चुकी है in that way. So sour is a better term to define. The relations are not the same. No. Sour will be creating problems, Avijit. Sour will be creating problems and such. Sour, Avijit, is the same root word from which we get sorry. Okay, I'm sorry for that. You get sore throat from this. You get the word sorrow from this, from the same root word. The relation is not that strong. It has become kadwahat, absolutely. It has become bitter this time. So sour should be a better choice. Sure is a positive one. Sir, not at all. S-O-R-E, not that wrong, but not that appropriate either. The better choice, relations go sour. S-O-U-R. Nitish. He will design a modern building for the downtown area. A modern building for the downtown area will be designed. Perfect. Need not go through the other options. But for slight confirmation, he will design, will be designed. Perfect. Has been no future. Was no future. Will have been no perfect tone there. That was amazing. In the following sentence, spellings are there. Agreeableness is about this or that and such and such. Okay. Agreeableness, which one did I highlight? The first thing should be altruistic. This is not the spelling of altruistic. This is not the spelling of altruistic. One more, helpful. It doesn't go helpful. No double L here, no double L here. Drop C and D, and this is not the spelling of altruistic. Only the first option, fine. Otherwise, if you look at each and every option, I will answer this tomorrow or 2026. Could have said 2025 also. That is tomorrow. Airplane mode is a feature used on most modern smartphones. Nitish, God bless you, brother. What should be the answer from your side? Let me pay attention. Airplane mode is a feature used on or in most modern smartphones. Ankita, great. No Shikha. Avijit, always great. Nothing new. Always phenomenal. Thanks a lot for your presence here. Thanks a lot, to be honest. If you consider that a mistake, no problem, at least go through the whole sentence. I never suggest answering without looking at the options and such. Never. I read further. Used on most smartphones that turns off the phone's radio. At least we better know. In order to turn off, we don't use this OF variation, we use the double F variation. Turning off, O double F. Switch it off, switch it on. Even if I consider that a mistake, that's a blunder, must be considered. And that was all fine. Nowadays we say that. Used on these phones. The technology that is used, implemented, executed on these phones. By the end of the month, I keep on teaching in my classes, by the end of the month, I will have completed this, brother. By the end, in the past tense also, in the future tense also, takes the perfect tone. By the end of the month, I will have completed my project. By the time we reached the railway station, the train had left. By the time I got the tickets and entered the cinema theater, the movie had started. So should be perfect tense. However, here this is so simple. Have cannot take a first form. There should be a third form here. The teacher explains the topic in detail is all fine. Say no improvement. But please read the sentence further. I read it further so that we understood the crux of it. That means the sentence belongs to past. Okay, past. Explains? Nope. Clarifies? No. Is teaching? No. Just one option in the past. Everyone from the 8 to 9, Yashwanti and Komesh, select the sentence in which the ing form is expressing a continuity. She's dancing. Not dancing is my profession in that way. I love dancing, not that way. A verb should be here. She has a passion for painting, a gerund, not the verb form. Preposition's object. I have a fear of flying, another gerund, the object of the preposition, not the verb out here. She has a knack for solving, another gerund, the object of the preposition, not a verb here, but the only verb here. They are fighting a massive fire in the downtown. The only option with a verb just took 10 seconds. I'm not praising myself, but explaining that in case you have interest, what should I say? Interest, ability, you can say ability, Shikha. Ability should be a better choice. If you know them, you can click without looking at the options, to be honest, without having a second thought even. Okay, I got one wrong here. That was my silly mistake. I won't say I am more appropriate here or nothing such. That was my mistake. I accept. Noise pollution refers to the excessive or the disturbing sound, that blank space, the natural Noise pollution refers to the excessive or the disturbing sound, that blank space, the natural environment, and affects human health and well-being. Disputes, no problem. Dissolves natural environment. Wow, noise pollution can dissolve completely the natural environment. Disturb, yep. Disengages. I think disturb should be a better choice. Noise pollution disturbs the natural environment. The consequences of noise pollution are not temporary, they are far-reaching. Physically, blank space exposure to high levels of noise can lead to hearing loss. I think without looking at the options, you can answer this. Prolonged, just like a disease which goes on for a long time. If you hear noise for a long time, it can lead to physical or say hearing loss, sleep disturbance, and increased stress level. For a long time, if we are there in the noise polluted area, it can have some impact, a lot of impact, not some impact. Quick, endangered, destined, nothing so appropriate. Just your reading skills. That was flat. Furthermore, noise pollution negatively affects mental health, leading to irritability, anxiety, and even depression. Vulnerable groups like children, elderly again, Deepika, Divyanshi, and those with existing health conditions are particularly blank space. Can I say they are vulnerable to? Can I say they are prone to? Can I say they are susceptible to? Only three words in the list. They are vulnerable to, marked in the passage itself. They are prone to, they are susceptible to. Just three options out here. Anyone? Vulnerable, susceptible, and prone. Just three options out here. Straight. No deniable, no gullible, no terrible, nothing such. The fixed preposition. And yes, that was my mistake. The passage was talking about noise pollution. What I answered? To mitigate noise pollution, efforts should focus on stricter regulations, urban planning that considers noise reduction, use of noise barriers, and raising public awareness about the importance of maintaining a peaceful environment. Electric? No. Dreadful, fearful? No. Permeable and acoustic? I love music, so I went in the direction of music. Acoustic, guitar here? No, I don't think so. Permeable should be the answer, but I got this wrong. Because if you permeate, just like the semi-permeable membrane you have gone through in chemistry, if I'm not wrong, semi-permeable membrane, then you won't be able to stop noise pollution if you allow permitting. That means you have to stop the noise out there. In order to stop, we should have the healthy, pleasant, harmonious, such an environment, not the permeable one, because if noise permeates, flows, allows, then it will be noise pollution. It can't stop. We have to stop noise pollution. That was wrong, and that was my mistake, totally. Gut microbes play an important role in human metabolism, converting the fiber and amino acids into short-chain fatty acids, such as this or that. These are crucial energy sources for the human host, fueling various metabolic processes that support overall health and bodily functions. The conversion of complex carbohydrates into fatty acids by gut bacteria, for instance, enables the body to derive energy from plant-based foods. Additionally, they contribute to the production of cholesterol, and this essential molecules for cell membrane structure, energy storage, and hormonal regulation. They not only are vital for energy production but also actively interact with the host's metabolic pathways. They influence the regulation of glucose metabolism, insulin sensitivity, and fat storage. By promoting the production of glucose, they help meet heightened energy demand of human organs, particularly the brain, which requires continuous supply of energy for cognition growth and maintenance. The metabolic byproducts of these, especially this, have been shown to enhance insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation, which can help in preventing metabolic disorders like this or that. I think the first question is here, which can help in preventing metabolic disorders like this or that. What disorders can this help prevent according to the passage? Straight out there, obesity and type 2 diabetes. Okay, I'll read the rest of the passage. Moreover, they have a profound impact on the communication between the gut and the brain, relationship marked as gut-brain axis, this dynamic signaling pathway through which they influence brain function and behavior suggests that these microbial metabolites I think, could be involved in neurological processes like mood regulation, memory, even cognitive function. Researchers are increasingly investigating the role of these in brain health and development, particularly in relation to the evolution of human intelligence. The theory is that energy provided by these just a sec. The question is talking about human evolution. Let's read this carefully. Evolution of human intelligence. We were here. The question is talking about human evolution. The theory is that energy provided by these might have supported the high metabolic demands of large human brains supporting the cognitive advancements that distinguish humans from other species. Okay, they might have supported high metabolic demands of large human brains, supporting the cognitive advancements that distinguish this or that. Let me check. By meeting the substantial energy demands of an enlarged brain, yep. Because the passage is stating the same, the theory is that energy provided by these, substantial energy, might have supported the high demands of large human brains. Can I say this enlarged brain as a large human brain and the energy supported by them, provided by them, the substantial energy? Perfect. And that's why that is the answer. Need not study or go through the other options then. That was live. Okay. I haven't read the complete passage now, but still I can answer. The tone of the passage, no sarcasm here, no humor here, no arguments here, just informing. It happens because of which this happens this way, this happens that way, they create this, they create that. Completely informative, completely descriptive, if I say, as per the availability of the options. Just 5 seconds. Not praising myself, but yes, showing the situation. Appropriate antonym for the word vital. In case you do not show me, that means I don't show you guys the passage. At least we can answer the antonym of the word vital. Vital is something which is important. That is pivotal, crucial, indispensable, urgent. Just one. Trivial, not that important. Yes. Some more questions. The signs of improving, that is something horrible. I answered this, but I fortunately got this correct. Wasn't sure about this. Signs of improving a human population, improving human population by controlled breeding. Okay. Genetics. Now that's the, what should I say? Genetics. The science of heredity, if I say here, genes, the way humans produced in that way. So shouldn't be improving population by controlled breeding. That's not the meaning of genetics. Anthropology, this is anthropos, like philanthropist, that means humans, and logy, the study of mankind, if I say. And that is not the study of mankind. Evolution doesn't define just human population by controlled breeding. So as per the elimination, I answered this and that was correct. That had to be correct. Because, yes, Shikha, because anthropology doesn't define this, genetics doesn't define this, evolution is not at all related to humans and all such. The only option left there was eugenics. Okay. On the farm tour, the same here. The place where pigs are kept. I remember pen, P-E-N. You can check. Pen is the place where pigs are kept, if I'm not wrong. In Hindi they say bada, if I'm not wrong. Let's go through. Hive, this is of bees, Avijit. Stable for horses, in Hindi they say astabal. Pantry, we have in trains the pantry car where food is stored, made, served in that way. The only option left for elimination. Yep. Active voice. Was watched, B plus V3, passive. Was installed, B plus V3, passive. Was stolen, B plus V3, passive. Just one active voice out here. He prepared something for the guests. We plant seeds of hope today. Yashwanti, get a screenshot of it. Kumesh, get a screenshot. I'll ask you later why. Just get a screenshot of this question, I request you to. Anyone from the 8 to 9 batch. We plant seeds of hope today. Nourish them with loving and attention, with the faith that our labor will result in fruits in the future. Answers, please. Heartily, not forcing you to answer. Avinash, love and respect from my side too, brother. Love is a noun form. Loving is a gerund form showing an action. And we do not need any action form out here because the next word is attention. A noun should be with a noun, no gerund here. Get a screenshot, Komesh or Yashwanti, please. We plant seeds of hope today. We nourish them with love, with attention, with the faith, all nouns there. The faith, noun here. Attention, noun here. So there should be a noun here, not a gerund. No action being performed here. That our labor will result in fruits in the future. Yes, perfect answer from all of you. With love and attention. You just want attention. You have to mark the spellings, the correct spellings. Huh? Fruits is all fine, Yagesh. Here in such a situation, fruits will not matter. And of course, it was talking about the fruits in the future, the fruits of hard work, labor, hard work, the fruits of that. And that is the basic definition of the definition of fruits. Huh? खाने वाला फल, मेहनत का फल. And that's the labor one. It'll result in fruits. Yes, absolutely. So that's the perfect example of, or the definition of fruits. If you say entice, that is C, not S. Drop this also. Enticer, the name of a bike also. Either this or that. EI, just a sec. No, just one option if I'm not wrong. Enticing, wafted. Absolutely, Avijit. A couple more to finish things off. The government decided to proscribe, I do teach this, scribe is to write, prescribe, writing before, proscribe, you shouldn't eat this, otherwise forbidden in terms of law. Forbidden in terms of law, forbidden in terms of law. If you have my notes, you have this in your notes. Forbidden in terms of law. Allow will be the opposite. Interpret can be the opposite. Authorize will be the opposite. Just one synonym. Proscribed. TikTok is proscribed in India. Forbidden in terms of law and such. Report is being reviewed by them. They or the committee is reviewing the report. Committee is being, no. Reviews, no. Reviews, no. Is reviewing the report. Get a 5-finger discount. There's something here. Let me check the cameras and putting it here, and I'm just leaving the mall. 5-finger discount. Steal something, I would say. Shoplift something. Exact meaning of the idiom. No profit, no win, no lose money. Shoplift. No, 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 no. No problem. Let me show you. Let me show you. 5-finger discount. Act of shoplifting. Yagesh, I did act. See, I want to buy this one, but I don't have money. Cameras are not working here, I think. Let's take this and put it in my bag and just leave the mall. The act of shoplifting with 5 fingers. You take something by hand, you don't pay for that, and leave. Avinash, shoplift. दुकान ही उठा लोगे क्या? दुकान उठा के ले जाना. खरीदना नहीं, उठा लिया. Shoplift. Crime of stealing goods from a shop, pretending to be a customer. Okay. A couple more. Just last one, not a couple more actually. That was the 44th one. Last. She remained unflinching in her determination to achieve the goals. She remained something. Unflinching. Drowsy. Complex is a negative word here. Quiet will be negative here. Steadfast. Fast. If you know the meaning of fast, is to stay connected. Fasten your seat belts with the same intention. Firm and such. Steady, Nancy. Yep. Okay. So finishing things now. That was a good test. Very, very good if I say. And before I finish, would love to see you Thank you so much for being here. Let me just share the offer we have right now on Oliveboard. If somebody wishes to, he, she is all welcome. Just a minute. Give me some seconds and I'm going to show you something. Give me some seconds, please, before I finish the session. Just give me a minute, please. Thank you so much. Any doubt, query, question from your side is heartily welcome. Any doubt, query, question is heartily welcome from your side. Yes, thank you so much to all of you present out here. And I finished this session now. I have classes in the evening. You are all welcome. We are starting a foundation batch. People who are from South India, people who want to learn English and the other subjects in English, we are starting a foundation batch. Probably pretty soon. You are requested to be there. All welcome. And yes, on the occasion of New Year, I wish all of you a happy New Year Eve. Tomorrow we will have Happy New Year for sure. And yes, would love to see you pretty soon in the classes. This is an offer. You can use the code HNY, Happy New Year, and get flat 40% off. And I think for the first time we are witnessing here 2 times validity. I repeat, 2 times validity for the first time I think we are witnessing here. Using the code HNY, one can get flat 40% off and 2 times validity. So thank you. See you pretty soon, everybody. Thank you, Bubbly, Avinash, Isha, Prakta, Yagesh, Gunjan, Avijit, Nitish, Kadam, Gaurav, Gautam, Yashwanti, Divyanshu, Muskan, Radhe Radhe. Thank you so much, beta. Kadam Singh, Happy New Year to you too, Yagesh. God bless you, brother. Always be happy. Dil se, Yagesh. Nitish, you too. Thank you, Nancy. Nice explanation. Gunjan, Prakta, Vijit, and Nancy, and all of you here. Yes, not the YouTube one because I haven't prepared. Was quite busy today, but probably pretty soon, either tomorrow or the very next day. I'm honestly sorry for that. Yes, Palak. Thank you, Komish. Thank you, everybody. See you pretty soon.